Hey y'all, back again with another video. Shout out to the landlord in the building across the street from where I live. Shout out to that, not landlord, the super. Now remember I was telling y'all about how the sink was overflowing. Y'all even seen the video, right? That took the so-called manager of our building manager of our building 5 days. Today is the 5th day, right? It took him 5 days to get the so-called snake, when all he had to do is go across the street to the other building and ask for, the snake or whatever. Shout out to the super of that other building. He went to school. He took care of the problem less than an hour. He took care of the problem like he knew what he was doing, like he's a professional. I was able to wash the dishes in my sink. Hey y'all. He handled the problem in 1 day. 1 day. It didn't take him 50. And then when he came up here, right, instead of how the building manager, the super of this building was doing, he was taking this and scooping out the water, dumping it into our mop bucket, scooping it out, dumping it, scooping it out, dumping it. That building, that the super from the building across the street came in here, opened the cabinet doors, loosened the pipes. I don't know how he did it, but he made it go into the mop bucket. Easy peasy. Working smarter, not harder. Now look at that. This thing under the sink already caused water damage. The water already caused water damage. Look, let me show y'all. Look at this. Y'all can't really see it because there's not no lighting, but look at this. Now there's a stain there. And look at that. Look at that. All the stains right there. Y'all can't really see it, but yeah. All that time the water been overflowing. 1 day, he came in here, handled the problem in 1 day. Maybe was it an hour? I think it was about maybe 2 hours or whatever. But still, within that 1 day, he came with the snake, snaked the thing, snaked the sink, snaked the drain. Problem taken care of. No more sink backing up. We'll see how long this lasts. Today is what? November 21st, 2025. We're going to see how long it takes for the next backup. Because the last time this got taken care of, it happened again a year later. So, we will see. Now, the sink overflowing is not this apartment's fault. It's not my fault. It's the people on the 3rd floor who like to throw food down the drain, throw oil down the drain, grease down the drain, and that adds up. That builds up in the pipes later on. Think of the pipes like the human body. Your veins, your vessels, whatever. When you keep doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, like for example, eating certain foods you're not supposed to be eating, you're going to clog up your arteries. That's what it is, arteries. But anywho, I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I just wanted to say shout out to that neighbor across the street. I said neighbor across the street. Shout out to the super across the street. Not directly in front of us, that building, not that building, but the building next to the, other building, but the big building that been here for a while, long time. So shout out to him. He came in here, did what he was supposed to do, didn't linger around. He had his music playing, did what he was supposed to do, and left. Like how you supposed to do. You're not supposed to just stand here and stare at the sink all day. Like, if you know what you're doing, you don't have to stand around and be like, just run the water See if it goes down, bounce. If it's go down, then bounce. If it don't, keep working on it. But you can't tell him nothing. It's like it's his way or no way. But yeah, I just wanted to say that the sink is fine now. I don't have to do my dishes in the living room like I've been doing it for the past few days. Like, what's this? I think it started Sunday. I think so. I think it started Sunday. Today's Friday. So that's about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like 5 days this been happening, overflowing. Because he didn't know what he had, all you had to do was ask the neighbor or any other superintendents who know what they doing if they had one of them snakes. Talking about, oh, I'm trying to rent and I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. It took the building manager, the superintendent downstairs 5 days to figure this out. It took the superintendent across the street 1 day to do it, and it was done. Like, I don't like when people waste my time. I don't like that. Like, he been up in here. I don't like people in and out of my place. I don't like that. Come in here and do what you gotta do. You're a man. I don't want another man in my place walking back and forth like he paid bills in this house. I don't want that. I already have one here who don't. But anywho, I don't need another man walking here back and forth like he owned this place, like he live here, like he pay bills. No. Then he gonna come and fall asleep in my kitchen when he's supposed to be working. And then he goes and tell the landlord that we don't let him in we don't let him in or let the super in. Now that's a lie. Because every time he called my phone or whenever he knocked on, I let him in here. He done brought like 2 different plumbers in here. I open the door each time. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go because I don't want this to be a long video. And I don't want to, I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying, people come in here and think they know everything. Building, and then tell the landlord other things. Making me look bad. Like, I don't let him in when he's supposed to come in. There are times where I set times, for him to come up. Like, Monday at 12 noon, he was supposed to come up and take care of the problem. He was a no call, no show. But he always he tell the landlord that I don't let him in. He don't ever come when he's supposed to come. Because I let him in. The only time I don't let him in is if I'm not here to open the door. So, he trying to make me look bad. Trying to make himself look good. And I'm gonna tell you something. The landlord thinks he's doing his job. She thinks he's doing his job. He's supposed to do, and he's not. Like she said, he band-aids. Like when he come in here and do repairs, it's band-aid work. Like the people he came in here to do the floor is surgery work. They got deep inside under the tiles and everything. Put up the old stuff and put new stuff down. Surgery work is like it'll last longer. He would do just a band-aid, a cover-up, and the problem is still under it. How when you get a cut, right, and you don't take care of it, you don't treat it or nothing, and you just put a band-aid over it, the problem is still under that band-aid. That's what the building manager, the land, whatever, the superintendent, or what you want to call it, what I used to say, slummature, like a slum superintendent. Like one time, like the floor was bad. The floor was bad. He want to put tiles over an uneven floor. That's a band-aid. Like she said, I don't want Band-Aid jobs. I want surgery jobs where it's going to last longer. Like, he didn't go to school to do a superintendent. He didn't. The one across the street did. He's certified, you know? He's a professional. And this is why I say I don't want him coming up here to do a Band-Aid job. And the landlord knows this. Like, I don't know why she be, like, getting upset and everything when I don't let her. Listen, I said, Freddie don't know what he's doing. Oh. Oops, my bad. I felt like I was just talking to her just now. He don't know what he's doing. But then she gets mad because she think we not letting him come in here to do anything. But then he come in here and spend hours in here and don't do nothing. Like a few weeks ago, months ago, he was supposed to fix the ceiling in here. He didn't do that. I'm like, what he was doing it all this time? And the thing I don't like is that if I go in the room, he'll sit around and do nothing. And I'll come out and he'll be like, yeah, I was just trying to figure this out. If I didn't come out, he would never have left. And then he said before, I'm getting ready to leave. You've been in here over 3 hours. You need to be gone already. I don't like people who how they call us? How they say? Who overstays. Like, wear out they welcome. Like, you been, like, come on, you outweigh your welcome, whatever you say that. So he said he going in the room. I mean, he going to leave soon. He getting ready to leave. So I go in the room and I lay down. I doze off. I don't know how long I dozed off, and I woke up and I come back out. Oh, I'm getting ready to leave. I thought you been left. Like, people, and the landlord thinks that I'm not letting this guy in here, and I let him in. Every time. Like, it's like I tell him something and he just twist it all up and making us look like the bad guy. When repairs need to be, like, this is why I always tell the landlord, I be like, we need a professional. Professionals will do surgery work. He's not a professional. He gonna do Band-Aid work. This is from her words, not mine. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end this video because all of a sudden somebody wanna be walking around that normally wouldn't be walking around. But anywho, I didn't really wanna bash nobody, but I'm just wondering what's going on, like, so that people don't think he's almighty and everything. I'm talking about the building manager. He tell the landlord one thing, and then and then she looking at us like I let him in this apartment, and he's making it seem like I don't let him in, or let the plumbers in. Everybody he brought here, I let in. And I don't like a lot of people in my apartment. I don't like that back and forth, and then I don't like that when it comes to my apartment. My apartment is not a revolving door. This is not Woolworth or Burlington factory. This is not that. This is not a department store with revolving doors. No. Or you want to be up in here walking around like you're the man of the house and you're not. Like, you don't do what you're supposed to do. But yeah, so like I said, the purpose of this video was to show y'all the sink is working again, and this November 21, 2025. By the time y'all probably see this video, it'll be a whole nother year that passed. I don't know. No, it won't be a year that passed. Hold on. But yeah. So I'm trying to keep this stuff to document it, to have documentations. I need to put it all in a section. Like, I don't know, apartment problems or apartment repairs. I don't know. I need to create a playlist and put all this all in one playlist. Because if somebody want to get funny and say that we making up stuff that's happening in this apartment, videos don't lie. I know they have a thing called AI, but I'm in some of the videos too. You can hear my voice in the video. But years ago, our living room was raining. It was raining in our living room. It was raining in the bathroom a couple of days ago when it was like overflowing in this kitchen. You know, the bathroom ceiling was leaking. The sink in the kitchen was overflowing like a waterfall. You know, the windows, and like when I stand by that back door, I feel like I'm standing outside. My son haven't slept in his room maybe once or twice, but not in the wintertime. And we've been going, by the time y'all see it, will be 10 years we've been living here. And my son has never slept in about maybe once or twice in the summertime. Spring, summertime. Twice. Windows need to be repaired. You can't tell none of them nothing. You know? We had to put our son's bed in our room. I'm paying for a 2-bedroom apartment and we only using one for someone to sleep, to sleep in. And the other one is like for storage. But then I don't think the landlord knows how it gets in that room in the wintertime. She needs to come in this room when it's like 14 below outside or 20 below. She needs to come in that room and see how it is in there. Maybe if she would have did that years ago, she would have, did something about the windows. All right, y'all.